Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. The Philadelphia set holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. First down, Prescott. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Throwing, Prescott under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This is the first carry for Ron Kelly. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. John Simon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Green! Green, 90! Green, 90! Ace! Ace! That's what I do. Slow! 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 Z! 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 Slow! Slow! Slow!
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes, and that is incomplete here. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is taken at the 15. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Steps away. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Complete to Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, check. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down, check. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Again, this is Kelly. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On second down, here's Mahomes. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Little Well, surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Prescott now on 2nd down. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Second down, Prescott. Pass incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
46.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The point after now for Aguayo. Extra point, good by Aguayo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott, and the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On first down, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And they can't put, and now look at him go. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end in Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On the toss, Bernard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thomas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Bernard. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew.